playing this week, and today we released some new sets up on the site and on the app. So we had Flux.
Yes, Flux from Florence.
Yes, they. Oh my goodness gracious! I just jive. I love that guy's voice.
Yeah. Oh, his voice is so good.
Oh, I swear
it's
man.
so consistent. But I love it's just he's got a real good tone.
Yeah.
Real good soulful tone. And I mean, man, they know how to put on a show.
Yeah, I was like, that band jives.
And
man.
I don't want to overshadow that guitar player. Real good.
Oh yeah.
Real good.
Oh yeah. Super humble too.
Yes.
He was like, oh no, man, I'm fine.
They said they've been friends since like high school, right? And
they've been playing together since then.
That's amazing.
You can tell, when you've been playing that long, they're
yeah.
just that tight. They wrote a song during sound check.
I know. That's what that cracked me up. We mentioned that last week. They wrote a song during sound check because they were bored. Yeah. And it takes us forever to write songs.
Goodness
so we were a little bit jealous about that. A little bit hurt. But you know what? I'm glad we got to hear theirs. So it was really good. And then not only do we have Flux,
we had Jess Muse.
She is releasing this Friday. And actually,
she's up there now.
Yeah. Right now.
She's up there now.
It is 4-ish. And she's been up there since 12. So if you haven't watched it yet, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But we're a lot of people watching this on Facebook, a lot of people watching this on YouTube.
Yep.
All of our different places. That's awesome. But you know where you should be watching this? The Ryktor app.
Yep.
You should go in the App Store on Google Play, Ryktor, and you go check it out. Or Ryktor.com. We don't want to, we love our website.
Yeah.
Definitely. But everybody's on the go all the time.
Yeah.
And that's where your music should be.
It's just super cool to say app.
It's the app. We have an app.
Yeah.
Still can't believe it.
It's like I'm watching it on the app. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
So if you are, kudos to you.
Kudos
You're awesome.
to you. Yes. But if you're watching on Facebook, we still love you. We still have some great music for you. And we're going to stop talking and get to some of that. Joe, who do we got first?
So I am going to go back to one of our performances. And it is.
Is that foreshadowing?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
It kind of is.
Nice.
So love these dudes to death. They're coming and playing with us again next year. This first song we got is Back to California by Audiophile.
Let's go back to California. Let's go. Say, take me back. Take me back to California. It's 7 a.m. The sun's been up long enough for me to be disheartened. This is how I grew up, in the fire of gold, taking inspiration from those who bring the warmth to the cold. I miss having time to take it all in. I visited this place. Turn the clock back 3 hours, give me time to walk it off. Take me 2,000 miles to where the world is lost in thought. Yesterday is over, tomorrow soon to be dropped off. I love it, please don't get me wrong. Take me back to California. Yeah! Take me back, take me back. Take me back to California. I hear you, say take me back. Let's get rowdy a little bit, y'all, get rowdy. I've been going in circles, maybe that's just what I need. And I can see the promised land right in front of me. And I've been so good at finding reasons to complain, that I guess I should be looking out for ways. Have an amazing day. Turn the clock back 3 hours, give me time to walk it off. Take me 2,000 miles, where the world's lost in thought. Yesterday is over, tomorrow soon to be dropped off. I love where I'm from, please don't get me wrong. Take me back to California. Right, take me back. Take me back to California. Take me back. Take me back, take me back, take me back, take me back. I finally realized that I finally belong. You're invited if you're coming, you can sing the song. You want to get low on the ground? Sure, whatever. If you're at home, do this too. Turn the clock back 3 hours.
Take me 2,000 miles where the world's lost in.
What? Turn the clock back 3 hours. Give me time to walk it off. Take me 2,000 miles where the rocks lost the start. Yesterday is over. Tomorrow soon to be dropped off. Higher up, where I'm from. Please don't get me wrong. Take me back to California. Take me back. Take me back to California. Take me back. 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 Take me back to California. Yeah, I kicked him in the head. I'm sorry, buddy. Thank you guys.
Welcome back from California.
Wow.
They're so awesome.
I am so impressed every time I watch that set at how Jared Brown, their singer, can just control a crowd, man.
He had them doing everything he wanted them to do. Not only that, it was awesome to watch.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so, look, one of the things that we try to do at Ryktor that sometimes we do successfully, but really you could see it in that show, is try to make you feel like you're there when you're watching it. You can't help but feel the energy when that room was going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so awesome. We've used their clips so many times because they put on just a killer show. Audiophile, Jared, everybody.
I'm so happy to
we
get
love
them
you
back
guys.
in.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
It's going to be so awesome.
I think the very first, they're going to be our very first show of next year.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
they're doing an
kicking off
acoustic set with
2020.
us. Heck yeah.
That is
So
amazing.
we are so excited to have them back. And that song in particular, I looked it up after they played because I was like really enjoying it. I was like, I want to see what they got on Spotify. I checked that song out. It's got like 200, if not 300,000 listens.
That's insane.
Alone.
Well, guess what? We can get it to 1 million together.
Yeah, we absolutely
Go
can because
listen
they
to Take
deserve
Me Back
it, man.
to California by Audiophile. You definitely should go check them out.
Absolutely.
They're on Instagram. They're on Spotify.
Yep.
They're on YouTube. They're on Facebook. All the social medias.
And
Go check them
Ryktor.
out. And Ryktor. Most importantly. That's true,
I
Joe.
know.
You know what? Why are we here, Joe? I thought we were just doing a morning show. For
I
a
know. I
second.
was just thinking. I
forgot
was
what we
like,
were doing.
oh, that's such a cheesy plug. Like,
And Ryktor.
we're so good at cheesy plugins
so-
for ourselves.
Oh, yes,
but,
absolutely.
Love having them and can't wait to get them back. So the next band
Give it to me.
has today's a very big day for them, and I wanted to show them some love and show off one of their songs.
Yeah.
And probably one of my favorite songs by them, which is really hard to say because I really enjoyed like bits and pieces of like all of their songs. It was really hard to choose a specific one. So after much deliberation, I picked one. But real quick, Ice Station Zebra.
Yeah.
Love these guys. Super talented musicians.
Very,
Oh
very
my
much,
goodness
yes.
gracious. They had an EP come out today. I believe it's 675. That's the name of their EP.
Is that numbers
675.
or letters?
Those are numbers.
Like I know, obviously 6, 7, and 5 are
Yeah,
not letters.
it's literally like the number 6, 7, and then 5. Like you look that up on Spotify, their EP is gonna pop up.
Ice Station Zebra.
Yeah. So go check them out. They are awesome. This next one we got for you though is made of gold because it's made of gold.
It's made of gold.
It's the song "Made of Gold" by Ice Station Zebra.
Enjoy it.
Live with regret, lightness afoot, fear of God and His sacred book. With bloodshot eyes, can't feel a thing. Let me stand beside you when the angels sing. But it's not silver Spread your wings to see if you can fly. It's not too late to change your mind. The gold will change you when your money is time. But it's not silver. It shines a light on me. But it's hard to know when it's made of. You're made of gold. You're made of gold. You're made of gold. Family in the sky's getting bigger. The loss of life makes me shiver. It's hard to know when it's made of gold. You're made of gold. You're made of gold. You're made of gold. But it's not silver. It shines a light on me. But it's hard to know when it's made of. You're made of gold. You're made of gold. You're made of
That was Made of Gold by Ice Station Zebra. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna get my mic a little bit closer.
Yeah,
I feel like we
likewise.
need a close talk for how good that song was.
I know, dude.
Man, they were great. Actually, Benton's watching right now.
He
think,
is.
Benton, y'all killed it, dude.
You are the man.
You are the man.
Yeah.
You are
and
made
congrats
of gold.
on the EP, bro.
Yes, congratulations. That's awesome. Also, we did say we'd give a shout out to our boy Brad Steele.
My boy, Brad Steele.
Brad is coming up here. When,
He's coming Tuesday. That's the 26th.
That
He's
is
going to be
this
up here
Tuesday.
this coming Tuesday. Yeah.
He actually abandoned his family for Thanksgiving just to come up here and play
He
a show. Brad, we
absolutely-
very much appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Brad.
We thought it was kind of a weird move on your part, but hey,
We appreciate
we
it.
very much appreciate it.
Yeah, we were like,
Yeah.
man, because he's devoted.
He is. He is
He's a devoted
to his
guy.
fans. He did it for his fans.
He did it for his fans.
That was huge.
And he is going to pour his heart out for you guys.
He is on stage.
On stage.
It's going to be awesome.
It
Brad
absolutely
Steele,
is.
Tuesday at
Uh-huh.
7:30 Central Time.
He'll be here.
Yeah, you got to check it out.
Yeah, dude.
But let's talk about Ice Station Zebra a little bit more.
Yes.
So those guys came in. Not only did they put on a killer show, not only did they just absolutely blow our minds with music, but
Uh-huh.
they have one of the best logos I've ever seen.
They really do.
I really like their logo,
Yeah.
all the colors and everything.
Yeah, the
It's amazing.
colors and then the actual zebras on there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very
I
cool.
was like, dude, heck yeah.
And here's a little side story. This is a Ryktor behind the scenes. I know this is what you listen to the podcast for.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe has such a hard time remembering how to say their name.
I do.
Joe says, how many times have you said I Zebra Station? So many times.
So many times. I said it. I almost said it in the interview
That's
itself.
true. Yep.
Like, this is I Zebra Station, Station Zebra.
Yep, that's true. It took him 15
Yeah.
takes. But,
Yeah, but I finally, I got it, and I'm glad I got it because they are some awesome dudes.
they are awesome. Thank you
Yeah.
guys, and you guys should check them out. Social media, they're awesome. Check them out in the Ryktor
And then
app. I almost said the
please
Ryktor app.
show them some love. Go on Spotify.
Yes.
Listen to 675. I've been doing it all morning. It's great.
iStation Zebra just commented and said Ryktor is made of gold.
Oh,
Guys, I love you guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank y'all so much.
oh guys,
Yes.
stop it.
Awesome. So who we got next, Joe?
So, this one is I absolutely love this song. It's probably one of the deepest. It hit home to me, man. When I found out the story behind this, I was like, oh man. But this
I don't have
next
the
one,
list, so I don't know who it is.
Oh yeah, I do. But so this one actually features an artist that we've had up here and featured here
Okay.
before, Matt Sanderlin.
Oh, I love Matt.
So,
Matt Sanderlin.
Yeah,
You're
it is
amazing.
not a Matt Sanderlin song. He came up there and did guest vocals on it.
I know who this is.
Yeah, you know what this is.
Okay.
But so he came and did guest vocals on it. Shout out to you, Matt. You're an awesome dude.
You are, Matt.
He did their album. But without further ado,
Yes.
this is Halo by American Dream Factory. Enjoy.
All right, so this last song, we're going to break it down. It's called Halo. We set out. You can still smell the rain from the edge of town. We walk slowly, and you turn to say, but they don't even know me. They only judge what you have done. They will never know the pain that you have been through, no. They only see a loaded gun, not a victim of a game that you were playing. Now there's tattooed memories, angel wings on a wrist, and one little golden halo you can't miss. A permanent scar, reminder of a night that she can't change. She said goodbye to a baby with no name. Tears roll down your swollen cheeks as we push away through the crowd. I force a smile and I squeeze your hands. It'll all be okay in a little while. They only judge what you have done. They will never know the pain that you have been through, no. They only see a loaded gun, not a victim of a game that you were playing. Now there's tattooed memories, angel wings on a rest, and one little golden halo you can't miss. A permanent scar, reminder of a night that she can't change. She said goodbye to a baby with no name. there's tattooed memories, angel wings on a rest, and one little golden halo you can't miss. A permanent scar reminder of a night that she can't change. She said goodbye to a baby with no name. She said goodbye. She said goodbye. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming out. We're American Dream Factory. We hope you had just as much fun as we did.
You just listened to Halo by American Dream Factory. And it's Zach.
Zach.
Hey, guys.
Zach from American Dream Factory is here with us today.
Thanks for coming out, man.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for inviting me.
Dude, we
Oh, for
really
sure.
appreciate it. So when we were like, well, we want to have ADF as a feature on the podcast, obviously.
Yes.
And who better to bring in but the man himself?
I guess so. I can't take all the credit, though.
No, of course not. Your whole band is amazing. We love them very much. So when you came to us and said, hey, look, we want to have ADF on stage.
Yep.
Perfect. Actually, I think we came to you and said that. But we want to have ADF on
That
stage.
works.
Perfect. And then you said, not only do we want to have ADF on stage, but we want to put Matt Sanderlin on stage as well. That's a dream moment for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fanboying hard.
Because who doesn't love Matt Sandler?
Literally everyone.
Everybody.
And I
So-
didn't know he did your album until like
He
that
did.
day.
We were kind of like in his bedroom, kind of like in his little laboratory, and just like took it from the ground up.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's awesome.
I wouldn't want it any other way, though. I didn't want it to be like some super overproduced
No.
like studio stuff. I wanted it to feel genuine.
Yeah.
So
He's good at genuine.
Yeah.
he really
It's
is.
really good. The
Absolutely.
raw, like, oh, this is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here you go.
That's what I want.
Yeah. And that's what it sounds like. And it's awesome.
Good.
So you have an album out, and it's called Cheers to Our Ghost.
Correct.
Right. And you can find the song Halo on that album.
Yes.
Right. So can you tell us a little bit more about the album as a whole and I guess the writing process behind it?
You know, so I guess back in the day in college, it was all I did was write acoustic stuff, and I just wrote a bunch of like relationship songs.
Right.
You know how it all starts out.
Yeah.
And so I took a pretty significant break from music, probably about 8 years.
Man.
And then I jacked up my shoulder on a mountain biking accident, and I was like stuck. I couldn't do anything. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick back up the guitar because I could at least like move my hand like this.
Right.
And I just started writing, and like I just miss being creative and miss just writing. And I kind of stepped away from my own personal life because like when things are going really well in your own life, it's really hard to find like darker stuff and darker
Yeah.
stories. And so like I started looking to outside sources for inspiration. And so like, hey, I'm gonna write a song about this, or like this story kind of intrigues me.
Right.
Let me see where this goes.
Right.
And so like the whole album was just me pretty much sitting alone in my room with a sling on, starting to write. And like
Wow.
that was part of my own like physical rehab, was being creative, and it kept me positive because I couldn't be out in the woods, I couldn't be on the trails.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So it was like such like just like a beautiful moment.
Right.
And it
That's
helped me
huge.
cope so much with not being able to be like physically active. So
That's
yeah,
huge.
that's kind of like where it all started. Like, and I didn't even intend for it to be like a band thing.
Really?
This was before I even had thought about having a band.
Right.
It was just, I'm going to write a bunch of songs for me.
Right.
And then it just got to the point where like, I've never had a band of my own. So
Right.
I was like, I'm going to just reach out to a couple guys and
not?
say, hey, here's what the songs sound like. If you dig it, great. If you don't, that's fine. Like, you don't have to be a part of it, because I
Right.
can
Yeah.
just play it acoustic. And
Right.
so it just kind of like boom, 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 and fell together.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That's huge.
I
mean,
appreciate that album way more now, knowing that you wrote it.
when
as,
you were
like,
kind of, it's like a therapy thing.
It was
Yeah.
kind of a therapy thing.
That's huge, man.
Man.
So when you were trying to recover from the shoulder injury, I mean, that's a lot of emotion that goes into that stuff where you're feeling kind of down, and it kind of helps you get back to a place where you're sharing. I guess that's one of the things that music is so good at, right? Is helping us kind of put our emotions out
Yeah.
for I kind of a release, I guess.
Yeah, and like it's one of those things where I feel like I can connect with people's emotions really easily, and sometimes that's a bad thing because I kind of take it on and
Sure.
absorb it. And so that was like part of the writing process for me, was to kind of put myself in somebody else's shoes or put myself in that situation and pretend like it was me,
Right.
and how I would feel or how I'd perceive it, and that it just came so much easier than trying to like figure out something to write about on my own life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was, I don't know, it's just, that was the first time I've ever wrote that way.
Uh-huh.
And so it kind of just, I don't know, I kind of fell in love with writing again.
That's awesome.
So I have to ask, because I'm super inspired by this portion. It's not even music related, honestly. You are one of the most active dudes
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have ever met.
I always see your like Instagram and stuff, and it makes me feel bad.
Yeah,
That is not
Like,
the intention.
I will, like, what is it? I ran 3 miles, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, yeah, I
You
ran
should
3 miles.
be. You should be super
You're
proud of
absolutely
yourself.
right. But then I went and I looked, and you were like, yeah, I ran a marathon in like 8 hours. It's no big deal. I was like, whoa.
No, it is super inspirational though.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's awesome,
Well, I
man. So,
appreciate it.
kind of, how did you get into like the running and everything? How was that been part of your life?
You know, so I played college baseball.
Right.
And the only time we ran in college baseball was through punishment. So
Right.
it was never fun running. It was
Yeah.
always like, you did something bad, go to the track,
Yeah.
go for a run. And so it was always, and I started like, not getting in trouble, but kind of just like being a smart aleck every now and then.
Right.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
You know, joking around. And I always had to get up like every Friday morning. Between Monday and Thursday, I'd get in some kind of trouble. And so every Friday morning, 4 o'clock, my coach would come pick me up from the dorm, drop me 7.5 miles off campus, and say, find your way back.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so I kind of fell in love with that solitude of running and just being in the dark when nobody else is up. And it's just
Yeah.
like really, really therapeutic. And it's just really just comforting in a weird way. So after I got married, like, I was like, I'm going to start trail running.
That's awesome.
And I just kind of signed up for my first long race, and everything else, I just kind of fell in love with the process and fell
Yeah.
in love with being outdoors for hours on hours. And yeah,
awesome,
that's
man.
kind of how it came to be.
Yeah. I ran the other day, and it was really cold outside, and my ears started hurting. And I was like, oh, this is terrible. How do people do this? And then I see Zach, and he's like, yeah, man, I had to, like, jump through puddles that were, like, or I say puddles, jump through puddles. I had to, like, jump over rivers and, like, swim through stuff that was, like, freezing cold water and then continue running. And I'm like,
What we're saying, Zach, is that you're an unobtainable inspiration to us.
Appreciate that.
yeah, dude. It's really cool to see that, though.
It is.
Like, and I totally get that. Do you listen to music when you run?
You know, typically no. Like I try to stay focused and stay like involved in the environment, especially like in the mountains. Like, you know, you do like races that go over like 24 hours, and like
Yeah.
I want to hear things in the woods. I want
Sure.
to
Oh,
feel it.
man.
Now I will listen to music when it's like a fast road run, because like I hate the road.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're not looking at a lot of stuff, and so it's
Right.
just redundant. So like music just kind of keeps it going, keeps you upbeat and moving fast.
Yeah.
So
I got you, man.
yeah.
So do you have any crazy stories? Like when you ever think of like, oh man, well that was an interesting little tale.
Have you ever been chased by like a mountain lion? or
Okay,
anything?
I wanted
Yeah,
to ask
so
that
actually, yeah.
too.
Are
I'm
you
glad.
serious?
So my first trip
say
out, yeah. And
Oh my
I've got
goodness.
I've got a mountain lion tattoo on my back because I really thought this was the end of my life.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of deal. And so I went out to Bryce Canyon in Utah
Uh-huh.
to run my first 100-mile race.
Yeah.
And race started early in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm about 70 miles in, and it's like 2 a.m. I'm up on this ridge line all by myself, pitch black, no one's around, and you hear stuff in the woods all night, so it's
Right.
not a big deal. But then I heard a very distinct snap of a branch. I was like, okay. And so like I swung my headlamp over it and caught the eyes of a mountain lion.
Oh my god.
And like it froze me because I was like, okay, this is happening. And so it's like maybe like 15, 20 feet away. So I just like didn't know what to do. So I just stood there and stared and like was kind of blinding it with my light, I
Right,
guess.
yeah.
So I bent down and picked up this like log. And like I couldn't swing it, but I was just like, if it comes at me, at least I can throw it up.
Do
and, like,
something.
Yeah.
and so out of the corner of my eye, I saw some other trail runners with their headlamps bobbing in the distance. So I like turned to look, turned back, cat was gone. And so
no.
like I was like, okay. I took like 4 or 5 steps up the trail, looked back, Cat was there again.
And
so like I was like, I'm gonna stay here until those people
Yeah, man.
get to me. And eventually they got close enough where they were talking and chattering, scared the cat off, and I ran into the aid station, and I was trying to explain like, there's a cat, and like nothing I was saying was coming out right. And so I wrote this long blog post about my experience, and the two guys that came up and like they contacted me through email, and they were like, "Hey, yeah, we were the people that came up and were talking and making all this noise." And I was like, "You pretty much saved my life." And they're like, "Yeah, you were like your headlight was bopping, you didn't know." I was like, so I ended up going back home and getting a tattoo of a mountain lion on my
Wow.
shoulder.
You're my hero.
That is insane.
It
dude.
was kind of crazy.
That's awesome, though. I mean,
Yeah, now that it wasn't.
yeah, no, of course.
But like it was like, I don't know if it wasn't really like scary in the moment because you didn't have time to be afraid.
Right.
But like it was like months down the road. I'm like, how long has that cat stalked me? And it just made a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, so it could, life could be totally different
It could
or
be.
over right now. So
you owe a lot to like a tree branch. That
I
was on the
do.
ground.
I do.
Man,
So-
that's
And
crazy.
not listening to music.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. If you had
And
had
that's
headphones-
That's
like-
the yeah. Wow.
So I don't really listen to music in the woods.
that's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I will either anymore.
Yeah. I was
not
thinking, I was like,
suggested.
yeah, I might blare some, like, no offense, but I don't think I'm going to listen to, like, anybody's music
Yeah,
now that I
it's-
know that it might save my life from a freaking mountain lion.
Jeez, man.
Holy.
So yeah, that actually.
That's insane. I was not, when I asked that question, guys, I was being funny.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you guys the tattoo.
yeah,
after.
for real.
Oh,
That's-
absolutely.
That's awesome.
Shoot, bro.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to top that.
I was
but
like, I don't want to talk. I
got-
just want to keep asking
you
about
got
it.
you got any new music in the works? After the whole mountain lion conversation.
Yeah, we have to bring it back down.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, no, shoot.
No, but seriously, you guys did put on a killer show here, and y'all had it was a really cool moment for us because you guys were one of the first artists that we talked to, or actually you specifically were one of the first artists that we talked to back in the day.
Yeah, and then, like I can't thank you guys enough for like working with
Oh,
us because I know it
absolutely.
was like this date won't work, this date won't work, and it was like pushed back for months. So we genuinely appreciate y'all being so flexible.
Absolutely, man.
Dude,
It was
yeah,
worth it.
we enjoyed your music so much. We were willing to like make
appreciate it
whatever we had to work to
But
get
yeah,
you
it
guys
was-
up here.
it
I'm
was
glad
so
we
much
did.
fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
was
awesome,
such
man.
a
Thank you.
killer performance you guys put on.
Yeah. was good.
And you guys can check out their full length album on Spotify. Cheers to our ghosts. So if you don't mind, can we play the title track of that song? Cool. Do you want to intro? I say intro us out.
You want to
That's-
intro us
that's
out
a
of the song? No.
Oxymoron.
Why don't you tell the people watching at home what the next song is, Zach?
It's the title track called "Cheers to Our Ghosts."
Yeah, by American Dream Factory.
Enjoy. Thank you so much for coming on.
Drink up, dear, it's a night for celebration. Cheers to our ghosts, cause the future we are facing is grim. And I would like to see you smile, just for a little while. Last call, finish all your whiskey, down all of your beer, leave the bottles empty, cast out all your fears. 'Cause I would like to see you smile, just for a little while. But for now, the night is beautiful, land calm, peace on earth won't come until we're gone. So for now, I'll hold you our last night on earth and love you still as we return to the dirt. Walk slow back to our apartment. Feel the winter's air. You press the ball against me with your fingers in my hair. 'Cause I would like to see you smile, just for a little while. Make love, listen to your heartbeat as you whisper in my ear. You're telling me you love me through every single tear. 'Cause I would like to see you smile, just for a little while. But for now, the night is beautiful, we've learned will be forgotten. Drink up, dear, it's another celebration. Cheers to our ghosts, the future we are facing is grim. And I would like to see you smile. Drink up, dear, it's another celebration. Cheers to our ghosts, 'cause the future we are facing is grim. And I would like to see you smile just for a little while.
That was Cheers to Our Ghosts by American Dream Factory.
I love that band.
I love that band. It's so hard to find like genuinely good pop punk.
Yes.
And like
They
that
pull
was
it
a
off.
yeah, they do. They absolutely do.
Yeah.
So like them and Audiophile, Running on Walls.
Yes.
Like I run into those bands. I'm like, yay, people are still doing this.
I know that because that was our favorite stuff when we were growing up.
Yeah,
It was,
like
it
that was my guilty pleasure. I say guilty pleasure. That was like my genre that I
Yeah,
listened to when I
absolutely.
was in high school. And so I love that people are still doing it and doing it well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
doing
all
it
had
better than
that.
I ever could.
We all had that punk. Was it punk goes pop? Pop goes punk.
Pop goes punk. Yes, pop goes
One
punk.
of those orders.
Yeah.
That's a blast from the past, but go check those volumes out, I guess. But no, you should check out American Dream Factory.
Yep.
Absolutely should check them out on Spotify. Give me the name of that album again, Joe.
Cheers to Our Ghosts.
Cheers to Our Ghosts. Go
Yeah.
check it out on Spotify. Go check them out on social media. Go
Mm-hmm.
give them a like. They're awesome. Also, Larry, I see you. We do need to link up, my dude.
Is Mr. Hudson?
Mr. Hudson's checking us out
Yeah,
right now.
Mr. Hudson, what's up, man?
We love you, dude. Yeah, come check us out. Come, not check us out. You've already checked us out. Come see us, and let's
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
link up, man.
He
Let's
wrote
get
one of
together.
our first reviews on Facebook.
He did. We very
Yeah.
much appreciate that.
Yeah, I didn't even know we could get reviews on Facebook, and then he gave us one. I was
He
like,
did.
oh, thank
Hey.
you.
So that's awesome. But yeah, thank you again, Zach, for being here. We miss you. This is your spot. That awesome mountain lion story, though.
That blows my mind.
That's terrifying. It's horrifying.
Yeah, I'm still just sitting there like, because he did everything you were supposed to do in
Yeah.
that situation.
Yep.
He was calm. He presented himself as a threat. You
Kept
know,
the
he was
light on
big,
him, yeah.
kept the light on him. All that stuff. Me in that situation, I cannot promise that would
No,
happen.
it's none of the things I would have done.
No, I like to think that I would do that, but it would be like,
Here's my problem.
Yeah.
I'm scared there's a mountain lion right there, right now.
straight. Yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
in the corner. I don't want to look.
I don't either.
I don't want to look.
I
I'm
don't
not gonna
either.
look. All right, so we're so dumb.
We are.
All right,
But,
who we got next?
So, this guy is one of the tallest dudes I think I've ever met in my life, and I'm a tall guy.
He's also a really good musician.
You know,
though.
he's at. I know that's absolutely. I always know he's at a show because I can see him
Yes.
above everybody.
Yes.
But no, straight up, this dude, I love his style. I love his branding. I love his band. It's Oxford Con.
Oxford Con.
So,
very
yeah.
soulful. I like their I like their
Very
style.
soulful, yeah.
We also do want to mention Queen Mila.
Yeah, absolutely. So I kind of wanted to feature Queen Mila, which I haven't tagged her yet.
No,
I
we
need
should.
to-
You
yeah,
know
I'm
what?
gonna-
Right
yeah.
now, while you're talking,
We're gonna tag her real quick. So
I can remember
I
how to
wanted to
spell her name.
mention Queen Mila today because I saw that she subscribed to Ryktor, so I was like, oh, thank
Yeah.
you so much. I'm going to give you a shout out whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
She's been on our stage twice.
Yes.
But not only has she been on our stage twice, but she's performed it as two different styles of instrumentalists.
Yeah, she's played drums for Oxford Con.
Uh-huh.
And
And
she
then
played
she-
bass for Jada.
Jada, yeah, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Just
But
almost dropped
Oxford
my
Con,
phone.
I will have to admit, it takes a lot of guts to write a song, write lyrics even in a different language, which Oxford Con did, and he did very well. However, he also named the song that, and I was like, I'm gonna have to say that.
All right, come on.
I made a C in
He's
French.
been practicing.
Yeah.
He's been practicing this. All right, everybody, that drum roll. I'm not a drummer, so I'm not gonna do it.
This is Voler de Revue by Oxford Con.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
laughing at, baby? Are you smiling at me? Whatever happened to your disbelief? I cannot live without a queen. He's Evelyn Derek. He'll steal your dreams and walk away. Oh. He'll walk away. What are you smiling at, baby? Are you laughing at me now? He cannot take you to the promised land. I'm a doubter, but I think I can. I think I can. I'm not telling you to leave him, I just think you should think about it. I'm not telling you to leave him, I just think you should think about it. Just think about it. I'm not telling you to leave him, I just think you should think about it. I'm not telling you to leave him, I just think you should think about it. Oh, I'm not telling you to leave him, I just think you should think about it. I'm not telling you to leave him, I just think you should think about it. Oh, I'm not telling you to leave him, I just think you should think about it. It's unbroken, baby, it's unbroken. I'm smiling at your misery. It hurts so far. I'm smiling at your misery. I'm not telling you to leave him, I just think you should think about it. I'm not telling you to leave him, I just think you should think about it. I'm not telling you to leave him, but I think you should think about it. I'm not telling you to leave him, but I think you should think about it.
That was Voliere de Revue by Oxford Con. I'm trying so
I know,
hard.
dude. Hey, listen, you're
He
doing
says
better
it
than me.
so well
Yeah.
in that song.
Well, he has to. I mean,
He does
He wrote
so
the song
well.
with the name.
He does so well, and I'm so I got really impressed by. I'm gonna, I guess, toot our own horn, but I was watching that, and like the quality on that one,
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
very,
very good.
high def. I
Yeah.
don't, yeah,
It's that one clip in particular.
yeah.
It's
Like I looked, I was specifically the camera back there, which if Sydney is controlling the cameras, hey Sydney, I'm waving at this camera. What's up, guys?
Hi, Sydney.
But
Somebody's calling me right now.
oh. But no, it was looking at Mila while she's playing. Which,
Yeah.
if you're watching, Mila, shout out to you. You're awesome. Yeah, it was doing that, and it was so smooth. Which that might just be the way she plays, like
I
just
think so,
extremely
yeah.
smooth and professional. I was like, go.
Nice.
But
yeah.
no, I really like that song. I really like his style. It's very ambient.
Yeah.
But then when the hits hit, like every da ba ba ba.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah.
big bandy. a little
Yeah.
bit.
It's big bandy without it like smacking you in the face.
Yeah, it's not over. It's not too much.
Yeah.
But it has that kind of big hit feel.
I
Very soulful.
when I listen to it, I find myself closing my eyes. Do you ever do that?
I do, but
Yeah.
I usually fall asleep because I have a newborn at home.
You're right.
Not because
No.
the song is boring. 'Cause
It's
that's
just,
an amazing
that's
song.
just what happens.
That's
yeah.
just what happens. I can't control it.
But like that one, it's one of those styles where I'm like,
yes, that's right. Kind of groove a little bit.
yeah, like that. I just can't help it. That's what I was doing when I was running lights for him. Yeah, I
grooving.
was like, I'm supposed to be like paying attention, but I'm like,
Just grooving a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love that style, man. But
love
no, what is it? I actually ran into Connor Oxford Con.
Oh yeah.
At a show fairly recently with the next artist that's
okay.
about to play. Yeah, I went to go see Venture Boy and Jada Cato, and yeah, Connor was there, and he was supporting his good friend Mila,
There you go. Yeah.
and which good pal. Plus, he's just a music lover.
Yep.
And I heard him when they were playing, when Jada was playing. After the first song, I heard Queen Mila. I was like,
Nice.
oh, that's Connor.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
cool. But no, it was super cool seeing him and all of them. And it's so, I love multi-instrumentalists.
Yeah, of course.
So when I was talking to Jada and she was like, yeah, so Mila plays bass for me. I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah. So
But speaking of Jada Cato,
Jada Cato, oh my God, you want to talk about a girl that could
she
sing?
can sing.
She
Man,
can
Yeah,
sing,
she's
man.
very, very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
I'm trying to think. Have we had somebody hit a note higher than she did that night?
I don't know.
She might have the record for highest
Highest
note
note
hit.
at Ryktor?
Yeah,
That's possible.
Song, yeah,
That is
like
possible.
I was so impressed with her. I was
Yeah.
impressed when I got her here. I knew of her music.
Right.
'Cause I'd seen videos of her and Corey, her acoustic guitar player,
Right.
good friend of mine. I'd seen videos
Why don't you
of that.
quit
I was
bragging
really-
about all your friends?
Dude, I love all of my friends, man. But straight up, yeah, I saw videos of them. I was like, man, they're good. But then I watched their full band.
Yeah.
Next level, man.
Oh, yeah.
Next level. Of
Absolutely.
course, it's different because it's full bands, a different
Sure.
environment, all that kind of stuff. But for real, that band meshes so well together.
Yeah, very
And
much.
I love any band that goes, you know what? Part of our band is a backup singer.
Yes, her backup vocalist also had an amazing voice. Could have easily,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she does do her own thing, but they blend so well. That's such
Yeah.
a hard thing to do when you have a lead singer, backup singer, is to get that really, really good blend.
Yeah.
And they blended very, very well. That's very much a testament to how great of singers they both are.
There might be a reason for that.
Uh-oh.
Supposedly,
Yeah.
they are the bestest of friends.
Is that right?
Soul sisters.
Oh, wow.
Ride till you die kind
Ride or
of friends.
die.
Ride or die. That's
the
it.
cool way to
Ride
say
till
it.
you die.
Ride till you die?
That sounds a lot more
Oh, that
violent.
sounds real
So,
morbid.
but legit, I had one conversation with the both of them.
Yeah.
And conversation is a loose word because when you're talking to them, they are finishing each other's sentences.
Oh, wow, okay.
Like it's that style of
Finishing
friendship.
each other's sandwiches.
Sandwiches, yeah, I know.
Nice.
Frozen 2 came out today.
Oh,
but
nice. Good. I was waiting on it. Thanks, Disney.
I'm seeing it tomorrow at 9:00 after all the
right.
kids go to bed.
After all the kids, I don't get to see movies anyway.
But no, legit. I was just talking to them, and it was like talking to one person
Yeah.
because like Jada would say something, and then she would finish the sentence, and then vice versa, and then of course they'd look at each other like bestie, and it was like that stuff doesn't happen in real life.
I like people that are excited for their own relationship.
Yeah,
That's
and
amazing.
that was them, and it just made my heart flutter. It
I
was
love it.
great.
Well, why
But,
don't we let Jada sing a little bit?
Absolutely, goodness gracious. So it was really hard to pick a song of hers.
Sure, yeah.
Because literally all of them will get stuck in your head.
And you will listen. You'll hear them all eventually. You should go check out her set on the Ryktor app.
Absolutely, do yourself a favor and do that.
Can I make a plug again real quick?
Go for it.
If you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching it, go check it out on the Ryktor app. You can check it out in the App Store, Google Play. It's RYKTOR. That's RYKTOR, the Ryktor app. And you can go see all these artists we've had, all the ones we've had on the other episodes of podcasts, all the episodes in the future.
Yep.
You will be able to see them all on the Ryktor app or on
Live
Ryktor.com.
as they're happening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We do actually have the shows up there live, so you can watch them while they happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's let Jada sing. We've talked
Yeah,
about it.
absolutely. I like I was saying, I was having a hard time picking a
Yes.
song, but I actually splurged and I had a cookie for breakfast today.
Oh, yeah.
And
okay.
so I was like, wait a second. She has a song
Ah,
called
nice.
Dessert for Breakfast, so I know what song I'm picking.
Well, let's intro it.
Yep. This is Dessert for Breakfast by Jada Cato.
sister, and everyone's my brother, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real fine. I'm having dessert for breakfast, and my baby's eating too. All for one and one for all. You're me and I am you. I'm feeling God, God, God. She feels real nice. All my worries, they melt away, and I'm seeing brighter days, and I'm falling in love with everything in life, one cookie at a time. I'm having dessert for dinner, 'cause I daydreamed all through lunch. Haven't gotten off the couch, and I don't care that much, 'cause I'm happy, I'm comfortable. I'm having dessert for dinner, and I'll have some more right after. Contemplating all my life and all of my chapters, where I've been and where I'm being said. All the night sky, he's watching me, and I'm making friends with trees, and all we know is love and peace, knowing the divine, one cookie at a time. I'm having dessert, it's late night, but I still just need a snack. Forgetting all the ones I love that sure ain't coming back. I'm stronger now, on my own 2 feet. And though their cold hearts couldn't stay, I forgive them for their mistakes, and I let go of mine too. Still got mountains.
I said about practicing scales last week, I got in a lot of trouble for that because I made it sound negative that she made me practice piano scales
Oh man.
until my fingers fell off when I was 5 years old. I still love you, Mom. It's fine.
Yeah. Joey talks about his artificial fingers all the time.
It's true. It's kind of like a Star Wars thing.
Uh-huh.
Can we say Star Wars on the podcast?
I don't know. Well, if we did, I feel like Disney would have already turned off the lights
That's
and
right.
the live stream would have
They
already been
own
cut.
it all anyway.
Yeah. Speaking of Disney,
We really
Yeah.
got to get out of here so we can watch the
so we can
Mandalorian.
watch Baby Yoda. What's that? Is the show called Mandalorian? I'd been calling it Baby Yoda.
the Baby Yoda.
The Baby Yoda. Because let's be honest, why are we watching it now?
Why are we watching it now?
Yeah, but no, straight. I love Jada Cato's style so much, and that song, it's like got a very reggae feel to it.
Yeah.
And there's very rarely do I listen to a song and crave a specific type of food, but I am so craving another cookie right now.
You were craving some dessert for breakfast?
Dude, I'm craving some dessert for now.
For now. It's not even breakfast
It's
time.
not even breakfast time. I
Yeah.
want it. Well, yeah, the whole song she's talking, I'm wanting dessert for dinner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, me too, girl.
I'm craving bagel bites.
I am too now. I am
funny how
really
that
hungry.
Yeah, it's almost dinner time. Look, we want to bring this one home. We got
Yeah.
some awesome stuff to talk about.
Absolutely.
What do we got coming up? We mentioned Brad Steele.
Yeah, so Brad Steele's coming next week. He's
Yes.
coming on Tuesday. So check him out if you want a pre-Thanksgiving fill up your tummy kind of. That's a weird way to describe
It's a
his
weird
music.
way to describe it.
I was like, oh, I'm going to tie it to Thanksgiving, but
don't
I'm
know
really
what that
bad
was,
at
but
that.
it hurt me. Let's try it again. You know what? Let's run it back.
All right. So Brad Steele is going to fill your ears with goodness. That's worse. On Tuesday.
Oh no!
That's
oh
worse.
no!
He's
Just
gonna
keeps- hold on.
be
One more
awesome.
time. Let's try it again.
Enjoy your week of Thanksgiving by listening to Brad Steele.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, that was bad. That's real bad. Luckily, you know what? Everybody's watching. My mom's watching. She watched you say that just now.
Brad Steele just immediately was like, I'm done.
I'm done. I don't
done.
want to
Not
be here
playing
anymore.
anymore.
Who
But
else
Brad
we got?
Steele will be here a week after that. So
Yep.
not this Monday, but next Monday,
Yep.
we have Venture Boy.
Venture Boy.
and Bitter Calm.
Yes.
They're going to be coming up here on stage to talk to you guys, not talk to you guys, play for you guys,
talk to
and
you
talk
guys
to you a little bit
about
about
drug awareness.
drug awareness. They're bringing Dare back.
Yeah.
So, no, Venture Boy, straight up.
man.
They're going to be debuting pretty much their entire album.
Yeah.
That they're going to be releasing next year. So, I'm going to let Matt talk to you guys a little bit more about that. I'm going to put that little worm in your ear. I'm all about ears
Yeah,
on this
it's
episode.
weird, man.
But,
You know what? I'm going to save you by saying you should watch all those live on the Ryktor app
Yep.
or on Ryktor.com. That's
They'll be there.
RYKTOR. It's in the App Store. I keep making that plug because you haven't gone out and downloaded the app yet, but we still love you.
Yeah.
It's okay. So that's what we got coming up. Then
Yep.
we'll kind of go into that's right past Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's
week.
right past Thanksgiving.
And
That's
then
going into December.
in December,
Yep. So December, very first show is Venture Boy and Bitter Calm.
Yes.
They'll be up here. And then the week after that,
Yep.
we have our good friend, Mr. Brandon Snipes.
yes,
Up
B.
on this
Snipes,
up
the
on this
legend.
Snipes. Up on the stage.
Brandon Snipes is a legend in the Birmingham
he
music
straight
industry.
is. Everyone knows him.
Everyone knows him. Everyone loves him.
Uh-huh.
Brandon.
He's such a talented dude.
Yes, he is. Brandon, thank you so much for coming and playing. He played with Oxford Con.
He did play with
He's a
for Oxford Con.
multi-instrumentalist.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing. So, Brandon, thank you so much. He's also one of our content partners. He owns Four Birds Recording Studios in Birmingham. You should go check them out. They're amazing.
Give them a like on Facebook, follow them on Instagram, and then check them out on YouTube. And then if you're already on the Ryktor app, guess what?
Hey,
They're there too.
they're there as well.
Yeah.
So, but we do want to talk about this other big thing we've got coming down the pipe. Or can we talk about it? We've been
Yeah.
holding this one really close to the vest. We're really
For a
excited about
long
it.
time.
Long time. So,
Announcing
announcing the big show.
the big show.
The big show, not the wrestler. The big show.
The big show.
No, we're announcing the big show. So this is a Ryktor Media Battle of the Bands. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to be amazing. It's going to be this long, drawn-out ordeal. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be this long.
That was a low blow.
Yeah, was that messed up? That's
That
my
was
bad.
messed up.
We'll tell that story at
I
some
think there's
point.
like 7 people that get that, but one of them's watching.
So we will. It's a multi-round battle of the bands
Yep.
that'll take place kind of in our studio through our website. It's going to be huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be awesome. We're not announcing the prize yet, but some of you have heard it already.
Oh yeah.
It's. Can I tell you, it's amazing. We not only have a great prize, but we have some fantastic partners that are
Oh,
helping us
yes,
with this.
absolutely.
Some awesome sponsors. More details to come.
Mm-hmm.
But signups start in December. If you want to be a part of the big show and you want to be part of the Battle of the Bands, which you should if
Mm-hmm.
you're watching this, whether you play an instrument or not, I guess, you should if you're watching this, be a part of it. Sign up in December. More details to come soon.
Yes.
But the big show,
Big show.
it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Keep your eyes open. December, big show is gonna be big.
It's going to be big.
It's gonna be
It's gonna. So before we do anything else awkward, we just want to say thank you so much for watching this.
absolutely.
Sticking with us for the whole hour.
Mm-hmm.
We do this for an hour every Friday.
It doesn't feel like an hour.
It
I feel like
doesn't,
I've been
man.
up here for 15 minutes.
Yeah, it just flies by. But you know what? We know you. It feels like an hour to you. So we really do appreciate it, though. The podcast has been kind of growing.
Yeah,
It's-
it really has.
It's great.
Uh-huh.
And so we
We
just
have
wanna
some
see
really
that
cool
keep
people
happening.
coming up.
Yes.
And if you have played on the Ryktor stage and or are just a fan of Ryktor, like hit us up.
Hit
if
us
you want
up.
to be up on the if you want to be on the podcast, like hit us up, man. We'd love to
Yes.
talk music with you.
Yes, very much. You can sit right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if more than one person comes up, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, reach out to us if you want to play on the Ryktor stage and you got some original music. Like people got to hear this. We would love to hear it and
live
help
stream
you
it
get
to the
out there.
world.
Yes, and live stream it to the world. And if you watch our stuff and are like, man, this is awesome. I want to keep it to myself. Shame on you. Shame. No, I'm just kidding. If you watch our stuff and you're like, wow, all these artists are amazing. Birmingham is incredible, and everybody has to know about the music scene.
Yep.
Hey, guess what? We've got like 40 artists
Oh, straight
from
man.
Birmingham and from outside the state too.
And they're all bangers,
Incredible.
man.
Yes, absolutely
Every
incredible.
single one of them is just fire.
And you should go and like just show that to people.
Yeah.
And say, hey, go download the Ryktor app. You won't regret it.
Yeah.
That's our new slogan. Go download
Yeah,
the Ryktor app.
Just
you won't regret
just
it.
Works.
It just works.
It just works.
No, but with that, I think we'll end the podcast. I am Joey.
I am Joe E.
Joe.e.
Dot.
And this has been the Ryktor Scale Podcast. Thank you so much again for listening to us ramble on for about an hour. We will
Safe
see you-
travels
Yes.
next week for those who are traveling.
We will have a podcast next week.
We will?
We will. So everybody that's driving back on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
4 o'clock, you're welcome. We will have a podcast next week. So until then, Again,
I've been Joe.
I have been Joey. Thank you again so much.
Be heard.
Have a great week and be heard.